A clash of generations. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. This update is brought to you by the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Check out the landmark 800th episode with special guest Beastman right now, wherever you get your podcasts.
AEW.
A huge showdown is set for tonight's Dynamite. It's CM Punk versus MJF in Chicago. A new match for tonight's show was just announced last night. Jon Moxley versus Brian Kendrick. Kendrick was a coach at the WWE Performance Center just weeks ago. Kendrick recently asked for his release. Obviously, he got it. Also tonight, Nyla Rose versus Ruby Soho, and Malakai Black and Brody King versus Pac and Penta El Cerro Miedo. A big win for Lee Moriarty on last night's Dark. He got a roll-up victory over Joey Janela. Also, Dante Martin and Matt Sydal beat Bear Country.
WWE.
More title matches are being set up for the coming weeks on NXT. Kaylee Ray will challenge Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship next week. It took some convincing. KLR abducted the rest of Toxic Attraction and chased Mandy around the building all night before she finally agreed to the match. Speaking of Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, they will defend the NXT Women's Tag titles on the Vengeance Day special in 2 weeks against Indy Hartwell and Persia Parada. Raquel Gonzalez beat Cora Jade last night, but it appears Jade showed enough fight to convince Gonzalez to team with her in the upcoming Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. NXT champion Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa beat Legado del Fantasma. Joe Gacy beat LA Knight after some ringside interference by Grayson Waller. Imperium beat Roderick Strong and the Creed Brothers. Wendy Chu beat Amari Miller. And Andre Chase beat Draco Anthony. WWE has updated its website, and Big E is indeed now part of the SmackDown roster.
Impact Wrestling.
Larry D says he has requested his release from Impact Wrestling. And GCW has announced it will run a show at Atlanta's Center Stage on Saturday, May 12th. That's Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, February 2nd. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.